Andrew fucking Ditch really just pissed me the fuck off. Now you probably wonder why I have this wolf mask on my bed. It's because he really just pissed me the fuck off. Anyways, today I'm going to watch The Leaping Lemur. And it's called Andrew Ditch Obsesses Over Trolls During Tragedy. When I watched this video by The Leaping Lemur, I was like, what did he meant by that? Until I found out it was about his mom, Janet, who passed away. I was like, Lord have mercy. See, he really gave me a good reason why I hate him. Okay? He don't care about anyone but himself. And I don't like when people exploit death for views. Including not caring about others' tragedy but themselves is like fucking disturbing. Okay, let's begin.
You are now watching The Leaping Lemur.
Also, I'm still in my same group.
Oh, hell nah.
Says, I did bad. I deserve to be evicted. Well, if you guys look, I'm still here.
Look at him.
So, it just shows that I didn't do anything wrong.
Alright,
oh really?
Today we're going to be talking about Andrew Ditch once again. Now, it's been a while since I talked about Andrew Ditch, and I'll tell you guys right now, this isn't just a funny, normal, low-cal video, the normal Andrew Ditch video. This is something else, because some pretty crazy shit went down. Andrew Ditch's mother actually passed away, and Andrew's reaction to this whole situation.
Yeah, the reason why I've heard of it is because of Smokey and Kiwi tapes. And to anyone, Joe Ditch, Thomas Ditch, if you're seeing this, I hope your mom and wife will rest in peace, and I hope she lives in heaven. Love to your mom, Janet. And Andrew Ditch, you need to care more about your mother than yourself. You feel me? You really just pissed me the fuck off.
Has been pretty wild. Now, obviously, I'm going to start off this video by giving my condolences to the family. Rest in peace to Janet. That was Andrew Ditch's mother's name.
R.I.P.
Joe is
to the beautiful woman,
he needs everybody's
Janet.
support. I think he has a GoFundMe set up, so it'd be great if you guys could check out his channel. But so far, he's dealing with this a lot better than Andrew has been. Now, what I mean by this is that so far, Joe has given his condolences to his mother. He's been supportive of his family. He's been there through all the funeral proceedings. He started a GoFundMe. He's been there, right? Whereas Andrew
shout out to Joe.
The whole situation about himself. Now, I understand that everybody grieves differently, but once you guys hear what this dude had to say right after his mother's passing, I feel like you'll agree that this dude said some really fucked up things. Like, he was really inconsiderate about his mother's passing. This is what Andrew Ditch had to say on Facebook. He wrote, "I want you to know, Mom, that I have help for my disability and needs. I am safe. The hard work you have done to help me is all paid off. I just want to hold you, but I couldn't get there in time to see you. I was hoping to see you tomorrow, but we will see you again Sunday.
That's some fucked up shit, man.
About not accepting my incontinence and things you had a hard time with doing because of your back. And now, if you didn't have back issues, you probably could have handled me as a kid.
Bro, that is... Nah. I'm showing you this wolf mask. You really pissed me the fuck off, Andrew.
Autism was not your fault or Mike's fault. I hope he forgives you too.
I know I did. So Lord have mercy.
Is basically him making the whole situation about himself and then saying that he forgives his mom for not wiping his ass. This is exactly what
Andrew Ditch needs to take care of himself, man. Like, come on.
So his mother didn't want to wipe his ass, and that's what he's angry at her for. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Joe's been dealing with this situation with grace. His response was short, simple, sweet. He said, "I'm sorry to break the news, but my mother passed away, so there will be no bits and bobs this weekend. Please pray for her and my family as we go through this difficult time. I promised her before we left that I will take..."
Also, shout out to the main man, Joe, for this caring and loving personality, and he always cares about his mother, unlike this fucking asshole Andrew.
Care of my brother to the best of my ability. So obviously Joe's gonna have a lot on his hands when it comes to Andrew because he's still not giving up his shit. He's making videos where he's, talking to the trolls and he's bragging to them about how he's in the group home still. It's pretty fucking sick. And all this is being done
sick as hell, bro.
Trying to give condolences to his mother. So yeah, after getting a little bit of hate, Andrew decided to make a video where he was a lot more gracious to his mother. Don't get me wrong, it seemed like he was actually genuine. But alongside all that, he was also talking about the trolls and talking about how people wanted to get him kicked out of his group home. He was still finding ways to make it about himself. Just watch this video.
For real?
Let me know what you guys think.
Hi, I'm Andy Ditch here. I don't know how to word this. Joe called me last night.
Why he's playing with his hand? Like I can see it in the shadow.
Me of making some very dangerous and sick about my mom, and that's not true.
Really? What is your ass do? You poison your own mother. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You think you do nothing wrong, but look at the video. With the pacifier and the laxative and the Epsom salt. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you, dog? And you say you didn't do nothing wrong? That's fucking bullshit, bro. Goofy ass.
My family doesn't need that, and I don't need that. My brother knows that I didn't do anything because I have parent controls on my devices. Also,
whoa,
I'm still in my same group home. Everybody says,
bro. Every time his videos, he never shows his face. He barely shows it.
I'm still here. So, I just...
Yeah, that is like a spit to the face to his family. And like, bro, why would you make a video where you cares about the trolls instead of your own mother? Like this, like, bro, it makes you mad stupid in the long run. Like, I don't care, Andrew, but you're a goddamn fake. You're a goddamn fake, Andrew. Like, for real, accept it.
Shows that I didn't do anything wrong. And
bullshit. Bull fucking shit.
Person, a troublemaker, and makes it tough for everybody. But people here at my group home really love me. It helps me. I know if it was...
Wow. So fucking delusional, man.
The part that I'm having a hard time dealing with.
I wonder why they quit. It's because you're a difficult motherfucker to work with.
Everything that she has done for me and my family it will never be forgotten from my mind.
Lord have mercy.
I just have this feeling that my mom may be in heaven for everything that she has done. And I love you, Mom. And I know that you will ever be happy with me.
Yeah, of course you love your mom. Not because you don't care.
And I have a lot of things going better for me. And I have
Lord have mercy.
AAC device. I have a lot of things that you have bought for me over the years.
Lord have mercy. Look, I can't stand his nasally ass voice.
The kind of person that I want to be, even with my autism and developmental issues. Cause Mom.
Really? Bro, you don't have autism, man. Just stop with the fake.
With my disability,
you're schizo. Schizo.
And you've proven that with me. When you were healthy, I've had a lot of people help me and take care of me and help you. I was able to work. And Mom, Dad's gotta be proud for you to do all that for me, and I don't want to let you down.
Hold up. Okay.
Video is pretty nuts if you think about it. This is supposed to be a video that's dedicated to his mother who passed away. And
Dead
most of
ass.
the video, he's talking about himself for what she did for his autism. It's very odd. Instead of giving his condolences, he decides that he's going to talk about how she helped him and how...
Look. When I see a family member pass away, I have a good condolences to a family member I know. Like, once I was in a funeral, when I see my family member deceased, I started fucking cry. I started crying, and I was like, it can't be real. Like, I never expect this to happen, and yeah, I started crying, and shit's hit me hard. But I stay strong, and yeah, that's my experience in at the funeral. Like, RIP to my uncle, and I hope he has an amazing day.
how he's gonna make her proud by, I guess, sitting in a group home all day and shitting in a diaper. I don't understand it.
Me
there
neither.
were some parts in this video that did seem genuine, though. There were parts where he was talking about some memories with his mother, which were nice. But then he would jump back to talking about how he's in a group home and his autism and how she fought for him to have rights as an autistic individual. Like, all this crazy stuff about himself, right? And not really focusing as much on her. It's weird. This guy can't stop talking about his autism for 1 second. Not even when he's making a video.
Exactly. He can't stop talking about his autism for years, bro. Like, dead ass.
You know, talking about his condolences for his mother. He can't stop for a second and be like, okay, let me not make this about myself. Let me just talk about the good things that my mom did for everybody.
True.
The person she was. He could have just left it at that. But he starts off this video complaining about how people are supposedly saying that he's making threats towards his mother and how people are fucking with his family, like all this crazy stuff, right? I'm sure there are some people fucking with him, but I don't think that that's a mass thing. And if it is, it's because Andrew did poison his family. There's a news article that states he poisoned his family. It's like Tawanda man poisons family. You know?
Look at his fucking mugshot. That's why I mentioned it when I was 19. Reason why? Because of Kiwi tapes.
know what I mean? Like, that's literally the title of the article, and then you see his face. So maybe that's why people have some kind of grudge towards your family. I don't know. I'm sure Joe would attest to this. It seems like you have some shit going on between you and your family. It's been like this for years. And I'm not saying that that means that you can't miss your mother. Like, of course you can miss your mother, but that's why...
Exactly. It's not wrong to miss your mom. I agree you miss your mom and you want the best. But what I don't like is not caring about their mother and thinking about themselves. Like, that is gonna be mad fucking stupid and really dumb to not care about your mom. All you care is yourself, Andrew. You fake ass.
Why people are saying things like this. It's because of the issues that you've had in the past with your mother and the way that you're taking this, the way that you're going about talking about your mother, how you're saying you forgive her for not kicking your ass. Like, do you understand how nasty that is? How vile that is?
Nasty and gross.
About your fake autism diagnosis. Now, Andrew did make a few community posts at this time. The first one that I want to read kind of gives us a little bit more detail into the people that were claiming that he was posting threats towards his mother, and this gives me a lot of clarity. It shows that they aren't talking about past threats. They're talking about current threats that he could have made using AI.
A current threat?
Andrew wrote, my brother Joe said some things, how someone claims I'm using AI and posting about my mom and others and admitted I did some sick stuff that Joe didn't want to go into. I'm not going to say anything more.
Whoa.
If you think it was me, report the channel or the username to the FBI. They can get the ISP and everything on who posted. When they get that, they will see that I didn't do anything. I'm not on social media. I have parental control. I'm not going to respond to anything about what people say because I don't care what you think or what you say. You are all bored, wanting attention.
Bro, Andrew, when you say you don't care, bro, I think you care. You care too much.
And to hurt people. He continued about a week later, writing about how he was back at his group home. He wrote, "I'm back at my group home after being at my dad's last night. I will be at my group home and won't be going back to visit my dad until..."
Bro, I don't like when people threaten their mother. Like, for real though, that's your mom. You should take care and love her. Like, it's not that hard. Like, for real though, I always care about my mom. No matter the situation, I still love my mother. Andrew, on the other hand, is the opposite of me. Because when Andrew's mother, Janet, died, he always, good thing he has condolences to his mom, but he always cares about himself. And that's the fucking issue. He don't care about his mom. He cares about himself, like many detractors said.
Till Sunday and Monday to get the rest of my stuff. I hope you all like to see I'm doing well. I was off routine today and last night. I'm overstimulated. My caregiver helped me shower and to use my calming soaps to help me regulate. I have my computer, laptop, and more now at my home. Good night, everybody. Super sleepy. Apparently, Andrew really does have some crazy ass setup that's paid for by the state. Andrew doesn't have a job. And this bro's got
dead
like
ass
monitor setup.
Dead ass, he doesn't have a job. Shit, I don't have a job as well.
Whole ass separate laptop. He's got like fucking tablets up the wazoo, right?
Hey, yo.
And all that shit's being paid for by the state. Finally, we have this last post, which is probably the worst.
That is like crazy.
Andrew's in a suit, and he wrote in the caption, "Dad and Joe helped me change my diaper and get dressed neatly for Mom's funeral. I miss my mom. I'm trying really hard to support my family through this rough time." This dude's mom passed away, and he couldn't even try to change himself. He had to force his father and his brother to do it.
Wow, that is mad fucked up. Like, bro, you don't need help dressing yourself, Andrew. Shit, I dress myself as well. Like, come on, bro. It's not that damn hard, Andrew, but you know him. He don't give a shit. Oh my god, I can't stand this fucker.
For him. How fucking sick is that? We all know he's
dead ass, Mr. Lemur.
He worked real jobs in the past. He owned a fucking computer repair business. He had a YouTube channel where he would talk about like modems and routers and different parts of computers and shit. And he actually knew what the fuck he was talking about. But you're telling me this dude doesn't have enough dexterity to wipe his own ass? I don't believe it. All right, now that we got all that out of the way, I wanted to show you guys one of...
Well, at least I wipe my ass. Unlike Andrew.
The last videos that Andrew Ditch uploaded where he's actually talking himself. Now it's a little hard to follow, so I'm only going to show you guys a bit of it. But from what I understand, Andrew Ditch is claiming that the hospitals that had discharged him are being fined. So like apparently it's something about like justice served. He's basically trying to say that he won. He's trying to say that he took a W. When in reality, I don't think it has anything to do with him.
That's an L.
Video, he seems to make it a big deal. I'm just going to show you guys the beginning of the video. It's like 20 minutes long. I'm only going to show you guys a little bit of it. And you guys can let me know if you understand what the fuck he's talking about, but most of it just sounds like bullshit.
Hi, YouTube. I entered.
Bro, he sounds real normal.
I have something to share with you.
Bro, why is his mouth twitching?
My dad told me the other day. So my dad wanted to tell me something, and I want to tell you this.
Bro, I can't.
A stack full of letters, like this big. Like literally, I saw it when I was there at his house.
Bro, I'm not gonna yap. Let me just hear him and I might know my thoughts. with the lemur.
The Health and Human Services, Civil Rights Investigation, failure from the Attorney
Like his
General
voice
of
sounds
the federal
normal.
and state,
Like he always with this
failure
baby ass
from
voice, but he's
Ohio State,
normal. Like
Arizona,
what the
Pennsylvania
fuck?
State, failure from Univera, Medicare, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, and Medicare, and even Social Security, and letters. And in
Damn.
those letters, he opened many of them. And part of those letters, and let me go back to those real quick. Some of those letters that he also got on top of that was letters from bills, actual bills, like thousands,
Lord have
hundreds of
mercy,
thousands of
Andrew,
dollars
shut up.
from New Thing Rehab, from Rochester Regional, from Strong Memorial Medical Center.
Bro, like for real though. I don't know anything about it, but hold on. Because like Andrew keeps on yapping, just let me hear.
Got this done.
Now, I told y'all the audio was pretty fucked up, but I tried my best to make
Yeah, I can't even talk about it because yeah, like the lemur said, it's very ass with the audio.
it as listenable as possible. But if you didn't know what he said, in the first half
Me
he
neither.
talked about how his dad got a bunch of letters and like a bunch of bills and various items from different places that he stayed at. Then he continues on and talks about how his diagnosis of autism was actually verified, and that means that these people can't charge him because they mistreated him and they diagnosed him wrong. That's basically what he's trying to say, so he shouldn't owe shit. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Andrew is currently receiving help. Somebody accepted his autism diagnosis and he's in a group home for that reason. So basically what he's doing is using that to the best of his advantage. He's been doing
So he's using it just to get a W. What the fuck?
that against trolls. He's been doing it against actual people in the medical field. Like, this dude will pull out that diagnosis
Like
and
me.
he'll say, hey, look, they actually said I was autistic. You can't say I fake anymore. But through what we've seen in the past, we know that Andrew Ditch likely doesn't have autism. He probably
Dead
has
ass,
something else.
bro.
He definitely has some.
You thinking that they proved that you're autistic, thinking you win against the trolls, even real autistic people like me? Like, come on, Andrew. That makes you look like fucking delusional. Like Cyrax, Nova, Tofiachu, anyone locals that are fucking delusional, including Daniel Larson, who is more delusional.
Kind of disorder. This guy isn't just like perfectly fine. I don't think he's perfectly fine at all. If you put up this charade for as long as he's been putting it up, there's something wrong with you mentally, right? But it's definitely not autism, and we know that from various medical records that have came out in the
Oh yeah, and Mr. Lemur, this is called the Munchausen syndrome. For real though.
past. Shit, we don't even gotta look at the medical records. There's video evidence of Andrew Ditch acting very different from what he acts now. He tries to infantize himself to make it seem like he has autism, because in his mind, that's how autistic people function. He thinks that they need to be taken care of 24/7 or something. Now, all that aside, one of the most important things to probably take into consideration when viewing this video is that this shit was uploaded on Mother's Day. After his
Mother's Day?
He uploaded this video where he's talking about like how he won, how he won everybody. Look at me. I really got diagnosed with autism, and all these people, yeah, fuck them for trying to bill me. They're wrong.
Fuck us? Andrew Ditch, if you're seeing this, let me give you something. Fuck you, Andrew. And you always been the worst, bro. Like, you think you won, but you taking L's. And this wolf mask will literally obliterate you. Okay, let's continue.
Like, come on, dude. You couldn't mourn your mom for any longer? You couldn't just think,
Dead ass!
make this video rubbing it into everybody's face that I'm being taken care of, and somehow I was able to actually get a diagnosis. Like, he's just rubbing it in everybody's face on Mother's Day, right?
Bro, He rubbing on the face with real autistic people like me, and also did this shit on a fucking Mother's Day? Like, are you fucking kidding me, Andrew? You're asking for us to hate you, bro. You're the worst.
Right after his mother's passing. It's disgusting. So far, all we've seen Andrew Ditch do in this video is talk about himself, be worried about what's going on in his life, and brag about how he's being taken care of. It's basically all we've seen. Listen, I know everybody grieves in a different way, but this just isn't it. The way that he's sprinkling in all this bullshit in between posts about his mother's passing is insane. He couldn't
insane
drop it
it is,
for a
dog.
fucking day or two, right? Just to mourn her. Literally in the post where he's mourning her, he has to mention his autism in both of them. In one of them, he says that he forgives her for not, wiping his ass. In the next one, he took the opportunity to brag to all the trolls that he was still being taken care of and people loved him at his group home. Finally, on Mother's Day, we don't see Andrew post a heartfelt tribute to his mother or say kind words.
Dead ass, Mr. Lemur. He don't give a
his
shit.
Autism diagnosis actually wasn't overturned, and how they said that he is autistic, and how he doesn't owe any money to any of the facilities that housed him for years, for months, or potentially.
You need to pay the. Wait, what did Lemur said? Hold up. What did he just say?
Years. With that being said, I wanted to
wait. What he said? What he said?
The next one, he took the opportunity to brag to all the trolls that he was still being taken care of, and people loved him at his group home. Finally, on Mother's Day, we don't see Andrew post a heartfelt tribute to his mother or say kind words. We see him brag to people about how his autism diagnosis actually wasn't overturned, and how they said that he is autistic, and how he doesn't owe any money to any of the facilities that house.
He don't care. Bro, you have to pay the facility. Like, I don't know anything, but if you want to tell me what Andrew need to do, like, or I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. If you want to tell me about the facility that houses you, let me know.
Him for years, for months or potentially years. With that being said, I wanted to leave off on an update from Joe Ditch. He's the only one that's been making any coherent updates, making condolences to his mother, actually talking about what's going on.
Shout out to Joe.
And seeming genuine about the whole situation. Here's the video that he had to make, and this is the most recent update on the matter.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. As many of you know, my mother unfortunately is no longer with us.
Wow, and Joe Ditch is looking different. Like,
she passed away on April 30th, 2025, just 3 days after my birthday, and I didn't realize.
Well, happy late birthday, Joe.
One aunt, died last year, died on May 3rd. So I want to reflect on some of that today in today's episode. This is
like I said, I'm very sad that his mother passed away.
Maybe I'll show you some clips that I've captured
Janet.
During this time, but for the most part, I'm going to keep that separate right now because I think it's just a little too soon to release all of the stuff I have captured. I did not capture anything from the funeral or anything like that. Just because
me neither.
I don't think that was right or anything like that, and I'm just going to, reflect on everything and give you some channel updates. I plan on going back to Joe's Bits and Bobs next week. I'll start recording those episodes again. What happened after the 30th? Well, I was at work. I was trying to work because I thought, my mom was there. Going to do a procedure, find out why she wasn't eating. She, for at least a year and a half, she was on and off, not being able to eat because she was constantly in pain. And they were supposed to do a scope. And I will go over all that later too, because I think it's a little too early to tell. But I was at work and I got a phone call from Miller Fillmore Hospital saying that my dad and I had an important decision to make, and we went up to the hospital, and that's where we found out that her condition has deteriorated a lot. Again, I'll go over a lot more later in a later episode, but on a whole, I don't think the medical field, especially the nursing home where she was at, didn't listen to us. I believe
Damn.
that's the case. Again, I'm not going to go in too much into depth in that. That's, between me and my dad at this point, but I would probably be releasing something later about what I believe what happened there. After we made the decision, we stayed with her until almost her time of passing.
Joe, you did an amazing job taking care of taking care of your mother, Janet. And I want to congratulate you, Joe, for everything. You're a strong, brave warrior to your mom. And to Janet, I hope you have fun in heaven. I hope you have a great day. R.I.P. to Janet. And you, Andrew, you need to show love to your own mother. I don't care. You need to show love. Like, what you doing is mad fucked up, Andrew. And you should fucking know it, okay?
Passing. We had to go home and take care of the dogs. So
Yeah.
when we got home at like around 10:15 or so, I let the dogs out, and like 15 to 30 minutes later, we got the phone call from the hospital that
Yeah.
she had passed. It's almost like she wanted
Wow.
us to take
She
care of the
died.
dogs. She loves her dogs so much, and it's just hard right now.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to play the whole thing. That's basically
True.
a condensed version. If you want to see the whole thing, I'll make sure to leave a link to Joe's channel in the description below. I'll probably also leave a card in the beginning of the video because I think I also mentioned it there as well. It's crazy how different both of these responses were. They have such a different tone. You see Andy, who's there talking about himself the whole time, talking about his diagnosis. He has to mix his autism in there. Whereas
And the
Joe's
trolls.
straight to the point. He talks about what's important and he's letting everybody know the details on what happened. Andrew Ditch doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't think people
True.
want to hear
He don't
about
give
his
a
mother. He
damn.
thinks they want to hear about him being trolled, so that's all he talks about. Him being trolled and the fact that he's in a group home now. Dude couldn't take a break
Mad
from his
fucked.
malingering for 1 day. Joe was able to take a break from his series for like 2 weeks. He still hasn't
True.
posted anything, I don't think, as far as his Bits and Bobs series go. But on Mother's Day, there Andrew
Look, I haven't watched a Bits and Bobs video by Joe Ditch, but I wish I can watch it.
Ditch was talking about how he won against all the bad people who were trying to force him
Including
out of his group
me.
homes and out of his facilities that the state was paying for, I think it's just gonna get worse from here. It seems like Andrew Ditch is basically back full force. He's been uploading these weather updates and I feel like he's just gonna get more and more confident and eventually we're gonna get Andrew
His
Ditch
ego is
posting and
so
ranting
big.
again, making videos for everybody to see where he's yelling about the trolls, talking about how he doesn't think. But we'll just have to wait and see. With that being said, that's the end of this video. If you guys...
Sorry for the long video, but shout out to the Leaping Lemur and shout out to Joe Ditch for this amazing fire video. I'll put both of their links in the description. With that being said, see ya. And Andrew Ditch, fuck you.